Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can, just so we can get out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. The Houston Rockets beat the San Antonio Spurs last night 114-101. Usually beating the Spurs doesn't cause for a video because even though they have Victor, they're still a team in rebuilding mode. But Alperen Sengun had a monstrous 45 points, 16 rebound, and 5 steal outing in this game, and I felt the need to look a little closer at his performance, so let's get into the film. Alright, so how y'all doing? If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, take your shoes off before you come in the house. And Alperen Sengun is having an amazing season, averaging 21 points, 9 rebounds, and about 5 assists. And he's taking on more of an offensive load for the Rockets. There was sometimes last year when coach Stephen Silas, he just would not play Alp in close games. And sometimes that was because, his defense, he didn't like that. But this is a guy you need to be playing, right? He's one of the more crafted guys in the league, and he's also one of the few back-to-back oriented bigs in this league. So here, he runs the floor really hard a lot of times, and you see Victor is kind of just lagging behind. So with Vic not being there, he knows he has the matchup in the post against Julian Champagny. He takes it, does a spin move, and he gets the layup. And of course, with that big body and his strength, he's one of the best screeners in the league, and he gets it here off the screen and roll. And again, this is one of the more crafted players in the league. This might be a little luck, but Sengun 100% has this shot put type of shot. You'll see him go to it a lot in a lot of the games you watch him, and he hits it here. Now, Alp versus Vic was a great battle all night. Again, I said that Vic had 7 blocks, but Alp did have 45 points, and not all of it was on Vic. A lot of it was on Zach Collins, but Vic did catch a lot of this work. And again, he's one of the craftier guys in his league. He's one of the few back-to-back guys, and he's very quick for his size. And what you'll see in a lot of these clips is after he gets past him or Vic or Zach Collins, he's gonna shield them right there. He'll jump back into them, and what that does, it makes the shot harder to block for Vic, or especially even Zach Collins. A guy like Vic, he's 7'4". We've never seen a guy like him. He still got blocks on him, right? But it's just harder for him to block this shot using Alp's strength and his quickness. And this right here is special. So now he's in against Zach Collins. He turns around on him, then he faces up with this one-legged fadeaway, and it's all net. All right, so like I said earlier, he had 16 rebounds in this game, and 6 of them were offensive. He got the Rockets a lot of second chance opportunities, and on a lot of them, he was the guy converting them. And again, you see the patience, you see the strength, and you see the craft, right? So he's here against Zach Collins. He backs him right under the rim, right? He was doing this all night, using his body to shield, and then he goes up really quickly to get the layup. And again, this was a really good battle all night. Victor's length against Alp's quickness, craft, and strength, and just using that elbow. I'm glad the refs didn't call this because I just like this type of play, especially when you're being guarded by a guy like Vic, right? You got to use your strengths just like he's using his strengths. And I was just really glad to see the refs let that go, and Alp with a good move. All right, so this play was really big in the game, and even though the Spurs stayed in it afterwards, just doing this was really huge. So again, it's Alp on the offensive boards, and he picks up the foul on Wemby, just being the nuisance on the glass. And this was Wemby's 4th foul. And as you look at the clock, he fouls him right here. You look at the clock, it's 8 minutes left in the third. That's really early to pick up your 4th foul, and that changed the way Victor defended Alp the rest of the game, and he was out for I think the rest of this third quarter. So that's just huge for the Rockets. And something that really impressed me in this game as far as Alp is his defensive activity, right? He is towards the top of the league in shot contest. Now, he's not an amazing rim deterrent, but shots at the rim, Alp is one of the best at contesting them. He's always going to put his bid in, and he's always going to try to block your shot, and he gets a block here on Sohan. And again, just him being a nuisance on the offensive glass, he gets the board and the tapping. And you'll frequently see him off of rebounds or places where he gets the ball on the other end of the court. He'll bring it up, and he'll use his rare strength, size, skill, and quickness and craft to score the ball after this. So he gets it in on Zach Collins, immediately puts his back to him, the spin move, and the shoulder right here. This is what I like about Sengun. Puts that shoulder in him, knocks Zach Collins back a little bit, and that's all the space he needs to get the little hook shot in. He's averaged about a steal a game every season of his career. He's averaging 1.2 this season, and off the pick and pop, Fred does a nice job dragging this all the way, going right to Vic, going deeper in the paint, so Alp can have this. He's only shooting about 29% from 3 this season, but he's shooting 32% on catch and shoot, so that's at least something where you can work with. So here he comes back on the defensive side of the ball. He's been guarding Sohan for a lot of this game, a guy that you want to force to shoot the ball. So here, again, he gets the switch on Vic, and then here, he'll wall him up, uses his hands, gets the deflection, gets it out to Fred, and something we haven't even talked about yet is passing. Look at this, holy shit. There's been a lot of comparisons to Jokic, and of course he's not gonna be that dominant, but you see the flair and the stuff. He averages 5 assists, right? He averages 5 assists. He has that passing ability, and the Rockets have done a nice job this season putting athletes around him and guys that can shoot, and Alp's skills fit really well with this team. And again, I'm gonna keep mentioning it. It's the combination of brute strength and the finesse, the craft, look at, bro, the quickness at his size, 6'10", 6'11", with that. And then again, like I said before, you're gonna see this a lot. It's him after he does the move, it's him shielding the defender with his body, right? This just makes it so much harder for Vic to block his shot. And he goes up, but he doesn't lay it up. He punches it right on Vic, and that's a great play by Alp. All right, so Jalen Green sets the ram screen for Sengun. He sets the on ball. Fred gets it to him right here. And again, just getting as deep into the paint as possible, using his back to the basket mentality, his brute strength to put Vic under the rim, and then the finesse to lay it up over him. And again, I'm going to keep saying it. The combination of brute strength and finesse in his game is very rare. Look at him. He starts at the 3, right? Watch how deep he gets in the paint on Vic. Directly on the rim. Sohan tries to help. He tries to help, but Alp using his pivot, and he gets the hook shot to go. And this was just a perfect way to end a monstrous night for Alp. He's only hit 2+ threes in 5 games this season, but when you're hot, you're hot. But that is a video. Again, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can, just to get out there a little bit more. But I will see you guys in the next video. This is Nick. Peace.